Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. I have one thing to do, and that's send supplies over to Stalingrad. My air units are at Tetsinskaya. That's 105, 50 and 900. 105, 50 and 900. Oh. I wonder where they are then. 900. I want them to do this at night. Well, the destination will be Potomac through Tetsinskaya. That's those air groups. I'm doing it at night. I mean, I'll be losing planes left and right. Let's just do it twice and then call it quits for now. Okay. I got some stuff in there that will be useful. Let's go. I'm already dreading this. Seems like there's no blizzard. As we get further along. With these things freezing, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, because it means that the intensity of the Soviet attacks will increase. And I'm not happy about it. Not at all. We've been sowing a bit of chaos around this area. I really hope that they will not touch the rail line. They probably will. So we'll see. I'm very curious to see what this turn will bring. Seems like they took off one unit from this hex. Renewed offensive towards Volkov. We'll have to see how likely it is. They did beef this up. But really not sure why they're attacking into this. That's fine. Just weakens those troops, so. I tend to be not so afraid of Army Group North attacks. I'm in pretty well entrenched positions. Okay, they did get across the river here. Wow, I held. That's really good. Okay, I knew these guys were not going to stay encircled, but that was never the goal. The goal was to keep this open for this turn. Another heavy attack. Held again. Heavy tank losses there. Even if they do put another unit in there, that doesn't... Yeah, we'll have to see. It doesn't matter anything that they move that unit there now. It's really all about the turn where they decide to move the unit, form front line. That's what it is. To see where the Soviet units ultimately end up. I'm surprised they didn't attack that other area. Wow! Luftwaffe Field Division. That's funny. They're desperately trying to attack that Luftwaffe Field Division. Good. If they're attacking here, they're attacking along strong lines. Ooh, that's nice. They must have marched a long way. A large pocket of the forces ends up there. It's pretty unlikely they'll break this from inside the pocket, but they also have this unit there that attacked. At least it held. The first turn is always the most difficult. It becomes easier after that. But they are moving up. I guess they can move around a lot. I guess that's fair. That's a problem. I mean, I can break out just fine, I suppose, here. It's a weak unit. But I'll have to be careful. This was a precarious position at best anyway, but... I'm actually rather happy that they were attacking me there, because they're spending so much firepower trying to do something here. If this holds, I'll be ecstatic. It seems like these guys are not that willing to move, and if they cannot get anything there... Oh, they can move. But they attacked. Seems like that failed. Second attack by these forces now severely exhausted. Yeah, okay. I'm not surprised. Shame that they found a force to attack, but getting from there to there, I get it. Like I said before, the goal here is to make sure that this holds, that there holds. That's a serious firepower attack. Yeah, it's down to 2. That's not gonna last forever. Most likely not even after this turn. That's not gonna succeed. I don't know how many tank forces they have, so it's also bit of a gamble. They might have serious firepower converging on that, and I would not know whether that's what's going on. So far, the Soviets don't seem to be interested in trying to drive through the lines that much with any of their tank forces, which I'm happy about. Ah, they're gonna attack the Italians. That's great, especially in these kind of areas. The Italians are super weak. If you have 2,000 men on the line like that, obviously that's okay. I'll have to retreat from there if I even can now. Yeah. Well, we knew it was coming. This attack was just a question of when. So I'll have to see. That's interesting, though. $44,000 against 4,000 men, yeah. Again, we'll have to see how it goes in their build front line turn. Or from front line parts. To see what can be done here. Not even sure whether they are still likely to go and try an attack or not. They seem to be moving around a lot, even moving away from that, but that should mean that I'm getting that back. I mean, it would be very weird otherwise. Evacuate exposed air bases. I guess this is it then. Well, it held. Not sure what to say about it. They're transporting a lot in there. Fine. It's a huge pocket. It did somehow hold. I'm gonna have to take a look at how those supposed potential encirclements are doing there. The only thing that sucks is that these guys are now encircled because the AI can take hexes however they feel like. If I can take this area here, that also alleviates the threat to Rzhev from this side. Rzhev is also 10 points. So I prefer it if they did not capture it. Of course. would definitely be kind of a problem. Okay, here we are. No victory points lost. New events, only Soviet partisans. Let's take a look. There's a naval rifle brigade. If I can go in here and move down, get 2 ups potentially, that would be great. This is also interesting. I can only see this here, cavalry corps. So, in a sense, yeah, this didn't hold because they can just move through. But this, and this held, so I can remove those units. But as crazy as it is, it did hold, and some of these units even got, I think, some reinforcements, maybe not. I find it weird that I can see their rail lines like this. But we know that this rail line ain't working. Lot of Soviet units here too now. And around this. It's fair to say, I think, to say that they went and moved up. I'll have to clear these guys out. And we'll have to see whether I can squeeze into that position. Might be possible. In terms of air, I think, especially with this bad weather, there's no reason to run any. And the same applies down there. But I will get some of these planes away from there. So this is new air bases. Let's move you to Stary Oskol. I don't think they'll be able to take Milarovo that quickly. So let's do that. Soviets are also not running any operations, apparently. Which I also get. Now, the first task is to clear the pockets. I cannot clear these. I might just route them. I'll have to see. As it is, I like doing the easy stuff first, as I always say. So, it seems like this mountain division also got some juicy reinforcements. It's nice. And I'm using these Luftwaffe field divisions to see how far they can go. That should clear this area on the next turn. Not taking any of this also suggests to me that they have some forces in there, and they do. This will allow me now, though, to move the separate infantry regiment. And make sure that they aren't doing anything frisky around here. I'll move the 8th SS Cavalry back, put them on the depot. There are no enemy depots around here, but okay. Might not seem like a lot, but I actually think starting to work my way through here is quite nice. I'm surprised I cannot move into those hexes towards Torpats. This should clear that entire region out. I can move you back into Veliki Luki. Seems like the 12th Panzer Division also got some serious reinforcements, which is very nice. I'm quite pleased at that. Let's try this a second time. If I move back a little bit, I can see myself cutting off these forces, creating another minor encirclement in front of Moscow here. Probably a good idea. Okay, what I'm gonna do is move that cavalry in such a way so I can get rid of that part of the mechanized corps, and most of this territory will go back to me. This Panzer Division probably got a bit of a rude awakening here. Fair enough. Oh, they have some cavalry in there. Oh, they did surrender. Wow. I was like, I'm not gonna make that. Well... That, that actually serves me quite well. And most certainly I'll get the 1st Romanian Mountain Division across too. Now it sounds kind of ridiculous that I'm doing these localized offensives here. But if I don't have to give up the Caucasus regions, I mean, I probably will. But if I don't have to give them up, then at that point... I will be in a much better position. As you can already see, taking care of these guys at Novorossiysk already means that I'm doing quite a bit better. 73rd Infantry Division is now free. I know that these guys will not surrender. This Naval Rifle Brigade, they will just flee. But just the capture of it is very useful. Now I'm gonna get this Romanian cavalry and have them hold the port, and they can just go and be ready here. That's fine. I don't need to guard Novorossiysk anymore now, and that's very useful. So I'm gonna prepare for an offensive in there with all of these horses. And how is this cavalry doing? 74. Okay, not bad. Still at 1 strength, but I'm not too worried. They cannot move. 91, so they'll just stay there. Thing is just if I can actually get in there. I'm cutting off all of this. Well, they still have the ports. And with the AI seemingly going back and reorganizing, it's going to be interesting. How far can these infantry divisions go and still get off the train? You see, with them on the offensive, Again, as I said, the goal is to pin the Soviets on this side of the Don. That way, if I can prevent them from assaulting on this side, clear those forces, then that means that I have to focus on their attacks from only one side. I did say that I want to hold Stalingrad, and that is going to be the goal here. Just the idea of having to use panzer divisions for this. No, if I do this, I can use 29th. 37,000, okay. That's a powerful unit. So the Cheer River defenses have hold so far too. I'd rather use the cavalry to take those positions. Ah, I'm gonna regret this so much. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Okay. Let's launch the heavy attack, lose even more tanks. Just one this time. Still, this is very important as it allows me to keep open the only rail line in the region. They cut it off, so I need to get a rail unit there too. That's also the problem. If we look at it, it's actually cut off from here because of these. It would run up a bit further otherwise. Well, I need to beat the cavalry. 9-4, crap. I have 2 more tank divisions inbound. If I want to hold this position, I need at least a German unit out there. I don't need... No, I need Bukukar itself too. And I can get the 23rd. Let's see. So if I want to have any chance of holding any of those positions, I'm gonna put the Solera division here. It has to be like this. 2 hexes in between. There is no other way. Holding here, I can retreat with you, split them up after an attack maybe. They're likely to go and attack the Hungarians too. So there is the danger of that. cutting them off might... So what I then need to do, then I need to move up the rail unit. Get it up there, hold on this flank. And yeah, cut them off, hold here, get that rail unit up, and then start fixing this, and the rail at Krasnoarmysk. That would get me all the way to Stalingrad when it comes to this rail line. Another thing that I'm contemplating, and I've been thinking about that since last turn, is a counter strike from this area over to Kletskaya towards Kremenskaya, basically moving up in here and making their life very problematic. If I can move or slice through, cut them off, then Stalingrad will be secure. But that would obviously be an attack while these guys are desperately trying to hold as the Soviets are forcing their way towards Kharkov. The entire situation is altogether deplorable. Man, this is very tough, and I don't want to make the wrong mistakes or the wrong moves. Obviously, seems like they got clean away from that position. That's super weird. This I will do though, because now they can also take up the hex of the Luftwaffe field division there. But I'll have another field division free. I'm not inclined to move in there. Heavy woods. I want to try and get as many sappers as possible. That's probably it. As I think I'm probably best off using this turn to try to clear out those 3 rifle divisions. I have to use everything. Like, there's no other way I can get these guys away clean from there for this turn. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. With that. Yeah, definitely. These will likely succeed to me. Can you really not move? Go up 1. I will have to rebuild the Veliki Luki Rzhev rail line too, but I guess working on that rail line first is going to be most important. Certainly not attacking this way. Makes no sense, but I can route these 2 even though they're in the heavy woods. What I'm going to do for now though is I think I'm going to wrap things up. See, this is... Yeah, okay. I can move quite a bit, create another encirclement there. That's looking good, actually. Very interesting. Okay. Going for a battle of maneuver is definitely what I want to do. And I'll probably put a second unit in Voronezh, as they'll likely attack it for the points. I can't afford to lose points. Let's quickly go over the stats though. We're at 3.051 million forces. The Soviets 5.65. Okay. Losses now. It's hard to say, but they lost 147,000. If we're looking at manpower loss for the Soviets, we're looking at 89 or 98, 89 for the first 2 turns, whereas we did significantly better. Of course, they get a lot more units back. Total men were higher still, but barely. Gun losses, AFV losses. That's fuel stores for us, exceptionally low. Given the weakness of many of these units, I still can't use the 24th Panzer Corps here. Yeah. Look, it's very interesting. There's a reason why I really like this campaign. It's because the Stalingrad to Berlin campaign is probably the last... It's basically the last possible chance for the Germans to win the war, according to the game. Like, historically, that would never happen. But for the game, this is pretty much the last chance where you might still win. And it seems like they made it a lot harder in this game. I'm certainly having a lot more trouble defending Stalingrad this time than I did in War in the East 1. I did a Stalingrad to Berlin campaign in War in the East 1 too. I think it was on my old channel, so I removed it. In that one, I had to get all the way to Rzhev, but there was no time limit, so I did that like August or September 1943. It was really late, but it was a lot easier to win then. I'm not even sure whether it was the Stalingrad to Berlin campaign or whether that was the Case Blue campaign. It's very hard to say. Anyway, we still have the initiative, so I guess here we go. I might look again to get a defense along the Shlina River here. And again, maybe take Vishny for logic. I'm certainly not expecting to get back up in these woods. It's much more important to clear Stalingrad here. The way this worked out is that now at least I have 2 additional divisions to strike back towards Volkov, which is, I guess the first objective is to get back there and then take these 2. This is going to be the difficult thing, but at least we don't have to get all the way to Sviritsa, like you have to do in War in the East 1, because then this is then important and they'll just go over there. Alright, like I said, thanks for watching this one, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, see you then.